2 Corinthians chapter 10 verse 5 says, "We destroy arguments and every lofty opinion raised against the knowledge of God, and take every thought captive to obey Christ." Brothers and sisters, there's a battle going on. There's a war being fought at this very moment, but it's not being fought with guns. It's not being fought with knives. It's not even being fought with fists. The battle is taking place in your mind. And it is a battle that each and every one of us fights every single day. We are all committing suicide with our thoughts, because suicidal thoughts are those negative things that we think, those negative things that we speak, which ultimately lead to those negative things that we do. I realize there's a very strong connection between our thought life and our actual lives. I believe that this connection is the most important thing that we as people of God need to understand, because so many people's problems are tied to the way that they think. The way that you think controls the way that you speak, which ultimately controls the things that you do. And all of those negative things lead to suicide in your life. Negative thinking is a thought process where you always see the worst in every situation. You always expect the worst to happen in every outcome. They're thoughts that are unwelcome. They're thoughts that are involuntary, but they're thoughts that are very, very easy to latch onto, but very difficult to let go of. Negative thinking, brothers and sisters, is a trap, because you think it, then you say it, and then ultimately you do it. But negative thinking is also a stronghold, because it starts to set down roots in the very recesses of your heart and mind. So what we have to understand is that the Bible tells us God framed the entire world with his word. And we are created in his image, so he expects us to do the exact same thing that he does. And he expects us to speak. If you don't speak God's word out in your life, how else is it going to be released in the universe? How else is it going to be released in your life and the lives of your family members? You have to open up your mouth and use the power and authority that God has given you with his word. You can continue to commit suicide by saying, "I can't, I'm not, I won't, and I don't." Or you can have the abundant life that Jesus Christ desires for you by saying, "I can, I am, I will, and ultimately I did." Children of God, God has given us an abundance of building blocks in his word. He's given us all the tools that we need to have the life, and to have the life more abundantly that he desires for each and every one of us to have. The bottom line is this: whether you speak life or whether you speak death, you will ultimately eat the fruits of your words. Get your mind right and change your thinking. Thank you for joining us on the RFLC YouTube channel. If you like what you hear, please subscribe and follow us on our social media. God bless you. Have an awesome day.